Hi everyone, so today I'm going to talk to you about light and colors. All of you are already familiar with what I would call normal light, which is white, like the one from a flashlight. But some of you probably also know that white light can be decomposed into all the colors seen in the rainbow when it goes through a prism, for example. Each of these colors can be mixed with another one to create a new color. Here we have an example of blue and red light, which become magenta. We also have green and red light, which become yellow. And then green and blue light, which become cyan. Or we can also put all of them together and get back the white light we started with. Now you might be wondering why I use red, green and blue instead of red, yellow and blue, which we use when painting. And this is because, unlike paint, the primary color of lights are the red, green and blue. To understand the difference, we should first remember what's the definition of a primary color. So a primary color is one that can't be obtained by combining two other colors. Just like you can't make yellow by combining paint color, you can't make green by combining lights. The question is then, why is it different? Aren't the colors the same? Shouldn't you make green with yellow and blue? Well, you can't, and the difference between the two is due to how we see color, which are by means of reflection and absorption. For us to see an object, the light must first hit it, then reflect back into our eyes. If we see a blue object, it means that blue light is being reflected from the object. What happens to the rest of the colors? When a white light ray hits an object, part of it will be absorbed while the other part is reflected. For the blue object, the light being absorbed is the yellow one, which is opposite from blue. If we remember that yellow is made from red and green, then we know that red and green is missing from the light rays, which is why we only see blue. If we were to remove, let's say, blue and green light, then we would see an object red. And so the colors we see always depends on which is absorbed and which is reflected. This is also why when you mix all the paint colors, you get black instead of white. The primary colors of paint are then the one where one of the primary colors of light is absorbed, which would be yellow when blue is absorbed, cyan when red is absorbed, and magenta when green is absorbed. But wait, weren't they supposed to be yellow, blue, and red? Were you lied to? Well, no and kind of. If you look at an actual palette of color, you'll see that you can make red with magenta and orange, and you can make blue with magenta and cyan. This confusion comes from a color being hard to define. Some people will call purple dark blue, for example, or magenta red. This is why it's important to always think back to the definition. A primary color cannot come from two other colors. Since we can make red and blue using other colors, they can't be the primary one. So that'll be all for this video. If you're looking for extra resources, I would suggest this video by Veritasium on how rainbows are made. He did some really great experiment and explained it really well. Thank you so much for watching.